DJ BrewTube beer review. It's that time of year again, kiddies. That's right. It's time to dive into a beer from Goose Island Beer Company out of Chicago, Illinois, US of A. Yay, yay. And you see what beer it is in front of me, stage right and left. That's right, BCBS, Bourbon County Brand Stout, the one and only Imperial Stout that's been bourbon barrel aged. That's a limited serving also. And this year is clocking in at what? 15.2% ABV and 60 IBUs. Now, this beer has been all over the map, ABV-wise, over the years, starting back in the day like 11%. But the last time that I know of that it was 15% was around about 2012, which I think was where when I started reviewing this beer. Can't remember. Been too many moons. I've been drinking for a long time, though. Anywho, so as you know, this is a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout. As I mentioned, it's been aged for a full year now in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels. And I think that they use Elijah Craig barrels. But, excuse me, I do know for sure that they're using 4-year-old plus barrels. So, you know what? It doesn't matter if it's Elijah Craig or not. It's Heaven Hill product, and they make some awesome bourbon. Now, what about other ingredients? Because the barrels are definitely an ingredient, I think, in my mind anyway. But for hops, they're using Millennium. They used Willamette in the past, but now they're using Millennium. And for malt, they're using 2-row chocolate, Munich 10, caramel, roasted barley, and de-bittered black. Kind of like same as it ever was. Awesome recipe-ness or whatever. So, you know what? Enough flapping my gums. Time to pop the top on this bad boy. Get in the Bourbon County Stout and tell you what's up with the 2018 vintage now of, that's right, BCBS, Bourbon County Brand Stout, however you prefer to call it. Hell yes. Let's dive in. Boom. Gigantic hiss off the top. Tons of cannon smoke. Rising to the occasion with its gigantic bourbon and stout aroma blast off the top. Gotta love that, man. Here we go. Here comes the tar into the glass. Motor oil, whatever you want to call it. We can pour it deep. We got a whole pounder here and plenty of room in the snafta. So, let's talk about the appearance. It is black as night, black as pitch. No light is passing through the beer. It had a 1.5 finger head that is slowly fading, and it's dark khaki or chocolate mocha colored. I can tell you that without even looking at it. Why? Because I've reviewed this beer so many times now. Gorgeous beer. When I swirl it, man, it's just coating the inside of this glass. That's a signature of Bourbon County Brand Stout, just how much it coats the glass. But look at that brew in there. That is beautiful dark black waters. You know what? It's got to smell good, though. You know what? It might not smell good this year. Who knows? Maybe all these other years are going to lie to me or my beer memory, but I don't think so, because I've smelled it already from here. So let's dive in for that aroma! Yeah, big chocolate, dark fruits, and bourbon. After that, vanilla. It's like freaking barrel char, coffee, roast, chocolate, molasses, coconut, pipe tobacco. Nice bit of like aged leather, licorice. More bourbon, lovely sweet spirit aromas, caramel, dark chocolate. Burnt brown sugar, rum-soaked raisins, so many layers and layers of delicious aroma, and not a hint of phenolic boozy alcohol whatsoever. I'm ready to dive in, guys. Whatever. Happy Bourbon County Brand Stout Day. Let's go. Cheers! Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. Big liqueur-like this year. Bourbon up in your face. After that, the stout, the big chocolatey roasted notes come in. You get warming in the chest for sure. It's 15.2%. Yeah, that's how it's going to go. But wow. Chocolate, roast, coffee in the back end. Really dry finish actually this year compared to some other years. Still mouth coating, but quite dry finish in the back end. Super, super drinkable for 15.2%. Man, thick, chewy mouthfeel. The more I drink it, The finish is less dry. That first hit was kind of dry. Man, when I'm drinking this down, just delicious layers and layers of flavor. Wow. In the middle, it's leaving like a chocolate-covered cherry kind of flavor. And the sides of the tongue, that vanilla and the bourbon are coming in. Super smooth, easy to drink. In my opinion, delicious as it's ever been. At 15.2, I'm impressed. Still super duper smooth. The alcohol is there. You can feel it in the warming in the chest, but this will sell her like a champ. You don't have to worry about any infections these days because they flash pasteurize this beer now like they have for the past couple years, I think, since 2016, I believe, because they had that issue in 2015 with some infected bottles. But, man, I didn't get one. But, wow. Just a delicious beer that I like seeking a bottle out of every single year. Yeah, back in the day, I used to hoard, like, mega loads of this. Not so much anymore, not because I don't like it, like any, last or anything like that. It's just I got so many damn beers, and there's so many, like, ones I want to try. You just can't buy everything, right? So, time to grade the beer. At time of recording, Beer Advocate is giving this 4.6 out of 5. A+. Done. And back in the day, that would have been 100 on Beer Advocate for sure. And I'm sure these days, Rapier, I think they're using the 5-point system too. I'm sure they would have been 100 as well, but I don't even bother to look at those guys anymore. Because that's kind of like AB InBev's captive rating system since they own them. So, Untapped is giving the 2018 vintage specifically 4.51 out of 5 caps. Definitely A+. I'm going #Hundies. It's a beer I just love. It's super well made. No corners have been cut on it. You can tell it was made with care. Super tasty. I'm keep going back for more sips. Why? Because it's just freaking delicious. So, have you had Bourbon County Brand Stout 2018 edition? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I also really like it when you do me a big favor and think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. And it is exceedingly cool when you do me a big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, and if you can get around to it, help me push those Google metrics up into the stratosphere. You know what you got to do. Do me that favor and smash the like button, because that, along with definitely only one bottle, is all I'm gonna need. Of Bourbon County Brand Stout, our friend also known as BCBS, to put my big ass barrel-aged beer drinking happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hella bunch of BCBS drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, that's right, a big ass